Hey guys, this is Sean McGarry coming to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the music salon where great things happen. Today we got a fun little lesson. I'm going to talk to you about a couple cool little tricks for embellishing and writing riffs. And before we get started, thanks to everyone for tuning in and checking out these videos. I just hit 10,000 subscribers yesterday. Thanks to you guys. It's not me, it's us. It's a worldwide community we're building here. It's really awesome. You guys are just freaking amazing. The comments are great. Meeting some great people. So let's keep this machine rolling. We're all on this journey of playing guitar together. And yeah, awesome. So let's dive into this lesson. And this is a fun little thing I want to show you guys. So I played that little intro piece, just kind of jamming around. I'll try and use it in a couple of different contexts today. But so I was playing G major, A minor, and D major. Right, and I was just trying to embellish over that, and one of my favorite little things to do is this little. And this is interesting because it's really just a power chord. I got my finger on the 5th fret D string, so like, you know, if you're old school tuning, right, it's just that, and then you add the 5th, which is the D note up here. So again, it's just. It's a really nice way to play a power chord with that open string. You can add the E in there as well. Okay, and you hear this in a lot of tunes. You know, it's a cool little riff. You know, and there's a lot of ways you can do it. You know, there's obvious things like if I go like this. You know, sounds like a Green Day tune. But you know, it just depends on how you play it, how it'll sound. So what I did over this is I just picked out the. I picked out this little power chord shape and then I walked it down. Right, I dropped the G down to F sharp, then I moved the whole shape down. Right, so I can just move that around. Let me play with this loop here. Let's see here. So I was just trying to time it out here. So when I get to this, that's over the A minor, okay? Then you can add like, and then here's a cool little trick when it goes to that, over that A minor as well. So the whole riff was. Right, throwing some 6 in there, and that's a fun little thing. When you're playing on an A minor, I'd use this riff all the time. So you're basically just lifting off the chord, right? You're going, and again, just these little harmony thirds. And when it resolves back to G, I just walk up that. So that's a fun little riff. You know, I'll try and use it in a couple different contexts here in this video, but one more time over that is like. You know, and you can hear this chords change without even playing those chords, right? It sounds pretty cool. You can use that for like a little intro too if you're playing around. Let's see here. You can take it in all different directions. Here's another cool little riff. Let's see. Let me loop this real quick. I think I got this in my head. Let's see. Right, just G to C. probably should have played this on the fly here, but you get the idea. I would probably have slowed that way down to play that a little more comfortably, though. Like I was playing G, and I walked that down, so let me show you what I did there over that example. Again, I was a little fast. I probably should have thought that a little more, but anyway, it's rock and roll. So I was taking that, and I was walking that all the way down. Right, so I keep moving that it's like a pedal tone. Right down the scale. And I went to C over the 4 chord, and I just played up the scale. And that sounds cool by itself. Check it out. If I'm just like maybe an intro to a tune or something, or like a jam. Kick in the song. So those are fun little tricks. All kinds of things. And I'm going to get off track here for a second, as I always do. Reminds me of another song. Like, and this stuff is just like from the scale. So if we're in G major, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, di, do. Those are a major scale, right? Now, for all you deadheads, if we went like this, if I went. Right, friend of the devil. This is a little exercise I like to show my students because it's kind of cool. It's just it's a way to practice a scale. It's literally the scale. It's so friend of the devil goes like this. And of course, there's a lot going on over that. But what I like to do is show people, okay, take that note, just walk it down the scale. That's step one, just kind of get it in time, right? Okay, then add a little pedal tone to it. So if you play the open G string after every note, watch this. I might just start with that. Great little riff, just that little open string adds so much. So if I'll just loop a G chord, I'll go see here. Right, cool little embellishment. Again, these are just little embellishments over that chord. So when somebody's playing on that static chord, that G just hanging around, you got all these little options. You can play the scale with the open, like the pedal tone. You can play that little. Okay. And like when I play this one, when I go, I'm specifically thinking of that one over that 4 chord or the minor chord. Because this is really a minor. If I go like this, that's an A minor 7, right? Or there's a C. So I can think of that really both, either way. All right, here's an old riff from the 80s. I'm not going to give the genre away. If you recognize this, post it on the wall, and you'll get much respect. Here's the riff. But I just heard that when I was playing that. So it's an old 80s rock song. Okay, so back to that, man. Like I said, I want to land that little walk down on the C or the A minor. Here's another cool little thing. Now when it goes to the D, maybe I'll play a D7. I love this chord progression. If you got your guitars out, grab it and let's play this little this chord progression. This stuff sounds great on acoustic too. minor, D or D7. But the other little embellishment I was going to show you is like if I go, let's see if I go. I love doing this little, slide that C up a whole step, and that's just like, I think it's like a D at 11 they call it. That's a great chord, man. I always use that little trick. So anytime there's a D major hanging out, check it out. I'll loop it because I got a looper. So if I'm going, let's see here. Oops. So right, hanging on a D, you got this. Right? Just a really beautiful sounding chord over that, I think. I'm going to give another example of how to use this. Let's see if I can think of rhythm. I don't cut these videos up, I just do them live. So let's see here. Let's do this. Everybody knows this chord progression. We could name a million songs. But it's real common, real predictable, but that's why it's common and predictable, because it's cool. So I'm going to go, let's see here. Right, so G major, E minor, C. Now watch this. I'm going to hang out one first chord, that G power chord. Maybe the fourth time, why not? Now I'll go. Right, it's adding a lot to it. It's not even changing, just hanging on it. It adds so much to the sound, right? Now we'll change with the chords here. We'll go, let's see. Now I'll walk down. Love that sound, man. I mean, what's not to love about that? It's so freaking cool. Yeah, so you're just following those chord changes, right? I mean, a million songs do that, but it adds so much to it, just that little melody. Like, here's another cool thing. Let me show you one thing here. Again, if I stay on just that one chord, I think I did this a second ago. Let me try it again. I want to go. Let's see here. Right, so I was doing it a second ago where I just stay on the one chord, right? And I'll just play around with this. Let the chord stay there, you know, let the main rhythm do that, and then you create the melody underneath. But you get the idea, right? So you just kind of make these melodies over that one chord. I feel like I want to go to the 5 chord there, but so this is a lot of fun, this stuff, and like I said, this is great just to play over chords or by yourself. I think I have a backing track I'm going to include in this, so look for the just look on the channel here, and I'll have that. Guys and girls, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you for the 10,000 subscribers. It's really awesome. Let's go for 20 next. Let's keep this thing going. You know, I think it's little over 60 days, so we're doing great. The Rhythm of Life thing I'm doing, I've got some great interviews coming up this week, so keep your eyes out for that. Remember to hit the subscribe button, the like button, love the comments. If anybody knows that little riff I was playing earlier, throw it in there. I'd love to see if anybody caught on to that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great one.